Welcome back. Sometimes we have to have some tough conversations, and April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Oklahoma has had so many heartbreaking cases of child abuse, like the high-profile case of Athena Brownfield down in Surreal.
Also a current missing child case in Cromwell, Little Oakley Snow. Investigators looking at whether child abuse is involved in that case. This morning, joining us live in studio is Suzy Gibson with the State Department of Health, addressing prevention, because the State Health Department focuses on prevention.
Correct.
That's what we should say.
Yes.
How is the state working to prevent child abuse in our state?
Well, currently we have a survey out that is for community and professionals. And what we're asking is, what is available in your community and where do you see gaps? So on the professional side of it, we're asking, how easy is it for your clients to access these services? Where are there barriers? And what can we do to reduce those barriers? And on the community side of it, we're asking, what are you missing? What do you need? So we're not trying to go into communities and say, this is what we think you need. We're going to the communities and we're saying, you tell us what you need.
What are you hearing from that? I mean, what kind of barriers are there that prevent, you know, this from being reported?
Lack of transportation is a big thing for people to access services. We have a lot of rural areas in Oklahoma where there's just nothing to support these families. And so what we know is that when child abuse and neglect happens, typically it happens because those families have high stressors, high ACE scores, and limited resources. So our job is to reduce the instance of child abuse and neglect. And so to be able to identify those gaps in services is a step towards reducing child abuse and neglect.
You said one of the big factors is stress, and I feel like, especially right now with the economy and inflation, so many families are stressed, so that's a real risk right now. What do you want the public watching this morning to know about child abuse in our state?
I want the public to know that there are services out there to support families. Obviously, I would love $1 bazillion to make it all happen, but there are home visitation services such as Parents as Teachers, Children First, Oklahoma's Nurse Family Partnership, Safe Care, Healthy Families America, that actually go into the families' homes and say, what do you need? How can I help?
Let me ask you though, because I mean, I think part of the big problem is sometimes people might be apprehensive about saying something, getting in someone else's business. But I mean, that see something, say something is critical even for the prevention of this.
True, true. And that's what the survey's for, is for people to be able to go scan the QR code, take it as a family and say, what do we need? And then it comes back to the state agencies, and we're partnering with the Oklahoma Commission on Children and Youth and OKDHS to put this survey out. And it's a beautiful partnership to say we've got these big state agencies that are saying, what can we do? We see there's a problem. How can we put these supports in place? And that's what we're looking for the survey.
Suzy, where can people access this survey?
You can access the survey on the OSDH website. Click on the news tab, and it's in there. And when they go into the survey, they can choose whether they take it as a professional or a community member.
All right, thank you so much. Good information. And let us know the results of it. We'd love to have you back.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
Suzy.
you.